Well, let's talk about not just surviving the divorce. Let's talk about escaping the divorce pit forever. I'm going to give you 8 rules today for high achieving men to escape the divorce pit and never go back there again. Because let's face it, when you're a high achiever, you can't afford to go through another divorce. It costs you half of your wealth or more, assets, mental and emotional trauma. It's just like crazy, and it just completely takes you out of your game. So I'm going to give you these 8 rules. I'm going to give you rule number 2 first. Rule number 2 is focus on you first. Choose yourself. You got to do stuff for you. Every morning I enjoy a good cigar. Why? It just relaxes me. It's my daily meditation. It's my daily focus when I do my journaling, and I just enjoy it. And it was one of the things when I was dating after my divorce that it was like, I'm going to smoke cigar when I want to. And I'm not going to bow the knee to a woman because she doesn't like me smoking a cigar. Now, having said that, you got to make sure you brush your teeth, wash your face. You don't come in smelling like a cigar, your clothes and all that kind of stuff. But you got to choose you, and you got to be true to yourself. And if there's something you enjoy that's not toxic, that's not going to destroy your life, and it's powerful for you, own it, embrace it. So there you go. That's for free. So now let's talk about the 8 rules to forever escape the divorce pit. I'm sitting here as I enjoy my morning cigar. Rule number 1, let her go. Got to let her go. Got to let her you don't need her to be whole. I don't care how many years you spent together. I get it. I was married 17 years, my first marriage. I talk to guys, I work with guys who've been married for 20, 30 plus years. And they're like, it's my whole life. In fact, I've got one coaching member right now, married 44 years to one woman, 44 years, and the marriage died. And I died over years, but he stayed stuck. Let her go. Let the old marriage go. It's dead. Okay, it's time for the funeral. The man, if you're on a sinking ship, the man who clings to the sinking ship sinks. And a real man, a true king, is the one who knows when to release the past so that he can build the future. You cannot build your future until you release the past. You don't need to prove anything to her. You don't need to vindicate yourself with her. You need to let her go. Let her go your emotional attachment to her. You still got the memories, but it's just like somebody died. You got to let them go. The relationship died. You got to let it go. That's rule number 1, and probably the most important. Rule number 2, right behind that, is focus on you first. It's time to choose you. Now, just as a warning, it's not time to go choose another woman. That's called a rebound. Okay, a rebound is the stupidest thing. I've done it. Yeah, my first 2 divorces, I immediately went into a rebound relationship. And guess what happened? Rebound relationships became toxic, dysfunctional relationships. Focus on you first. Focus on you over your kids. Okay, I don't care how old they are. Your kids are going to be fine. They need to know you love them. They need to know you got their back. Okay, but you got to focus on you first. It's not all about your kids. I miss my kids. I get it. I was alienated from my girls, from my 3 daughters, my first divorce. It was horrible, but they were fine, and they were going to be fine. Our relationship today is great. It's awesome. Now, there are a lot of things I would do over again if I could, but the most important thing is just continue to let them know you love them and you're there for them. That's the most important thing. But right now, you got to work on you. It's kind of like when you're on the airliner, and they say, in case of emergency, if the oxygen mask come down, put the mask on yourself first. You got to take care of you. Emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, you have to have sovereignty. You have to defend and protect your kingdom and your castle. Okay? Because that comes before your next healthy relationship. Okay? That comes before any healthy relationship for the man. Master yourself first. When you're in the emotional pit, or you're making mistakes, or you're financially devastated, you have to rebuild all that and take care of yourself first. Number 3, own your failure. Own it. Accept it. No, you do not have time or energy to be a victim. I get it, it was not all your fault. It may have been mostly not your fault, but you weren't perfect, and your marriage didn't fail because you were a bad man, even if it was your fault. It failed because you didn't know what you didn't know. So you have to own the failure and then get past it, let it go. If you had known how to make a great marriage, you would have made it a great marriage. Yeah, but I tried and it was her and all that. Well, you chose her. Excuse me. Own it. You chose her. It was either who you chose, why you chose her, how you showed up in the marriage, or a combination of all 3. But you have to own the fact the marriage died, and a healthy relationship with 2 whole people does not have to die. But if you don't know, nobody ever taught us this. Nobody taught us how to lead in a marriage. They taught us happy wife, happy life. Well, that's bullshit. So right now you got to own it. Why is it important that you own your failure? Is because when you own it, you have the opportunity to fix it, put you in control. It means I owned it. I can make it better. Now I'm not saying heal the old marriage. If you can do that, save your marriage. I love that. That's great. But I'm talking to the guys whose marriages is over. It's dead. You know that you can't go back and heal that, but you can heal you, and you can choose a new future. You can't choose a new past. Okay. You cannot choose a new past, but you can choose a new future. Number 4. Rule number 4 for escaping the divorce pit forever is stop suffering in silence. You are not alone. You think your situation's unique? I talk to dozens of men every week. Your situation ain't unique, brother. It ain't unique. You may have a unique twist here and there, but it ain't unique. And you're not alone. But here's the problem. Isolation convinces us we're alone. And the alienation from our family and from our friends, maybe from our church and all this, makes us feel alone. And this is why you got to seek out brotherhood. You have to seek out brotherhood, not a band of losers crying in each other's beer, not a people who won't moan about each other's sorrows or a gripe or complain fest, but find men who are on fire. You want to find men who have been through what you've been through that can connect and understand that. That's what we do in Divorce to Victory Breakthrough Experiences. You come together as a fellowship of kings who've been in the divorce pit and who are rising and rebuilding their kingdoms. Find mentorship. Find a coach. Therapy's great, but therapy doesn't help you win. Finding a great coach where you're not stuck, you can go from suffering in silence to winning is the path. Find a circle of powerful men who have the scars, they've got the solutions and not excuses. Find a coach that's been there and can help you not only survive, but win. Now, rule number 5, shatter the rearview mirror. I could do a whole podcast on this one. Shatter it. Why aren't you looking back? You can't drive forward looking backward, right? If you do, you're going to crash. So your purpose, which is in the future, that's got to be your fuel, not looking back, okay? There's no happiness there. Now, you can learn some stuff from there occasionally, but take everything that's happened in the past, let that go. The regret, the guilt, the shame, anger, it's all dead weight. Let it go. Her in the rearview mirror. The divorce, put it in the rearview mirror. And release all that stuff and aim your life toward a mission that excites you and that you can build a future with. This is what God's calling you to. God does not call you to live in the past. He calls you to live in the future, to live into the future, to live in the present moment, building toward the future. Focus on the future. It's not where I've been, it's where I'm going. There's a lot of pain in your past. I get it, mine too. But where's happiness in the future? And remembering back to the good old days and say, I just wish I could go back to. You can't go back to that, brother. You can't go back to it. Let it go. Shatter the rearview mirror so you can focus on the future. Number 6, pursue victory, not survival. Pursue victory, not survival. Most men just focus on getting through the divorce. That's a mistake. Most men just focus, I just got to get through this divorce. It's a mistake. Why is it a mistake? Because it's a pit. It sucks you down. It's quicksand. And you get so obsessed in it, and now you're obsessing over her that you're supposed to let go. And the emotional bandwidth just drains you. You need to be fueled up with something more powerful. So you focus on winning, and I'm not talking about winning over her in the divorce. I'm talking about winning in your life, going forward, rebuilding your life, becoming the man that God's called you to be, creating the life that you know you can have and that you've always dreamed of having. You were built to win. You were not built to survive. I think this is how God made us different than the animals. You're not just built to survive. You're built to create. You are built to have dominion, to be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and have dominion. See, the first part was for all animals. Be fruitful and multiply. Okay, but what about this? Have dominion. Be a creator, because you're made in God's image. Create a new life. You can create a new life. The past does not define you. What you do today is what's going to define you. Okay? And I'm talking about winning in all areas of your life. Winning mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, physically, and relationally. Yes, but you have to pursue that. What you focus on is what you get more of in your life. So if you're focused on the past and focused on the divorce and focused on the survival and focused on the fight with your ex, guess what you're going to get more of? The very thing you don't want. Attorney's fees. Focus on that, you're going to get more of them. And then number 7, don't be needy. Become irreplaceable. Don't be needy. Become irreplaceable. When you're used to being in a relationship, in a marriage, it's hard to be alone. I get it. Been there, done that. And that's why in my first 2 marriages, I made the mistake of going right into another relationship, which both ended bad. Become the man who doesn't need a woman. Doesn't mean you don't want her. It doesn't mean you want to be alone, but it just means I'm fine being alone. I'm enough. I'm the king. I don't need a woman. Women need me. But see, you don't attract women by chasing them. You don't attract her by chasing her and like, I need you, complete me. All that's great in movies, but it's bullshit. You attract her by becoming a man who doesn't need her. If you look at all the movies, you look at all the stuff in the bad boys that women are attracted to, one of the characteristics of all of them is they don't need the woman. They don't need her. And it liberates you to want her. A woman wants to be wanted. She does not want to be needed. When she's needed, it makes her feel insecure because she's like, he can't even survive without me. How in the world can he take care of me? How can he protect me? How can he have my back when he needs me? So you attract her by becoming the man who doesn't need her. Wholeness attracts wholeness. You want a whole woman who's not a mess? Your job is not to be a savior, to try to save a woman. Rescue her, okay? Find a whole woman. When she needs rescuing, you can rescue her. But if you find a broken woman and you're like, my job is to heal her and make her, no. But you attract that kind of woman when you're needy. You attract a needy woman. Become the man who walks in power with or without a woman. And here's the beauty of that. Then you can become the man she doesn't ever want to live without. That's the key. That's why I say don't be needy, become irreplaceable. Become the man that any woman would love to be with and she would never want to live without you. That your new queen that you're going to be attracted to in the future, don't need her. Become the man she doesn't ever want to live without, that she could never replace you. You have to become that man. This is why I work with high achievers. Because if you've gone through your whole life feeling like a loser and all that, you got to change your head. You got to change your mind. If you're broke, you got to make money because a woman needs to be provided for. It. Security is her greatest need. It's her greatest, most important thing to her. You got to be able to do that. So when you are a man who's going out and making something of your life and making something of yourself first, then you become irreplaceable. Okay, rule number 8. Invest in relationship mastery the same way you invested in business mastery. You don't start a company and just wing it. You go like, well, I kind of understand business. I kind of understand this product. I understand this service. So I'm going to be successful. You have to master it. Guys go to college for 4 years to get a MBA, a Master of Business Administration. Why? To master business. 4 years, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And how much time and effort and intentionality have we invested in mastering how to be a man in a relationship, how to lead a woman, how to create a great, passionate, whole, healthy, connected, affectionate, intimate relationship? Nobody taught us that. We didn't learn that in school. We didn't learn that in our home. We didn't learn that in our churches. Who taught us that? Nobody taught us that. Why would you run a marriage with a wing and a prayer, just hoping it works out? We love each other. Love ain't enough. You already know this. You're loving her is not enough. She told you, I love you. I just don't want to be with you anymore. Why? Love isn't enough. It takes skill. It takes leadership. It takes mastery to understand a woman. Are you kidding me? Learn the science of women. Learn the science and the art of masculinity, of attraction, of love, of sex, of polarity, of trust, of communication, of conflict resolution. And then you can dominate in the dating game. You can dominate in the relationship game with confidence, and you can win and keep the woman of your dreams. But it doesn't happen by accident. And that's why you're here in this divorce pit, is because we didn't know. Nobody taught us. If we'd have known how to do it, we'd have done it better. We'd have picked a better woman, or we'd have been a better man, or we had shown up different. We had picked her for a different reason. We wouldn't have been needy. We wouldn't have been complacent. We wouldn't have been like, well, she'll figure it out, or it'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Then one day you find out it wasn't fine. That's just the way women are, right? But you better learn to understand that way that women are and learn how to move through that and hold space for them to make them want to lean into you and want you to take you and have you. You can do this, my friend. So this is what I've discovered. I've discovered a path. And I've discovered a path through my own pain of going through my own failed marriages and finally realizing it's me. And I've got to learn how to get out of this divorce pit forever so that I can go into a relationship in the right way and build a right relationship that doesn't ever have to fall apart. And that's what I figured out. I created this for myself. And then I realized, and God said, this is for other men too. And so I created this program called Divorce to Victory. If you'd like to have a conversation, you can go watch my free masterclass and you can schedule a one-on-one call with me. I'm going to put the link in the description. You can go to divorcetovictory.com, divorcetovictory.com. Check it out. And if you're a high achiever who is committed to winning, not just surviving the divorce pit and never going back there again, then let's talk. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments on it, please put those in the comments below. And I'll see you on the next video, or I'll see you in a conversation one-on-one.